Good morning, and hope you all have been well. In today's video, I am going to be doing something a little bit different, and that is doing a read and review of the newest Pokemon Rejuvenation dev blog. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm even gonna upload this or even continue doing videos like this. And I do gotta say this as well, please bear with me. I am not used to these kind of videos at all, so yeah. And the reason why I'm getting into this and trying this out potentially is because on one of my older Pokemon Rejuvenation videos, I had a comment from a viewer asking if I could get into doing reads and reviews of the newest Rejuvenation dev blogs. And I thought about it for a moment and realized, I'm a big fan of Rejuvenation. It's my second favorite fan made game of all time. I'm always talking about theories and how much I love the game so much. And why not? Let's give it a try and just see how this goes overall. But I guess with that out of the way, let's get into the newest dev blog and let's see what they gotta say. Now, I do not plan to go into the older dev blogs. I just don't see a point in doing that since they've been posted for a long while now. I think over a month now. So I think we'll start with this one. I have already read this before, but since this is the newest one, I thought we would start with this. And if people actually do, for whatever reason, enjoy these kind of videos, we will continue this tradition. Now, if somehow any dev blog developers or Jane Zumi, the creators of the game, somehow find this video and don't like it, sorry, I feel like I said that weird, and pretty much don't like it, I am more than fine with stopping this. I don't see why this is an issue to make a video of, but if for whatever reason there are any issues, please just comment down or somehow let me know that you don't want me to continue this, and I am more than fine with not doing this any further. Again, I don't see why there would be an issue, but if there is, please let me know. So I guess with that, let's get into it. Version 13.5 update / everything must end by November 9th. There still seems to be some confusion surrounding what exactly version 13.5 is. It's a lot of things. I mentioned a few posts ago that a lot of the back end has been uprooted and redone. I knew this was coming and looked at what I had planned story-wise. There were a bunch of quests that gave more context to version 14. I knew back-end changes would take some time, so I decided to take these quests, string them together, and create a storyline. Thus, version 13.5 Karma Files was born, a version that was never planned to exist. Yet here we are. I devised this section of the story to be required on your first playthrough, but skippable in subsequent ones through passwords, as it is more of a preview of what's to come in version 14. So, just to kind of like talk on this then, I gotta say though, it's kind of funny how things change overall, You got one thing planned out, and of course, as time goes on, you have to adapt and adjust and, do new things to keep up with everything, I guess. I feel like I worded that all weird, but I think you get the point. I still am slightly confused on how this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to be like a patch thing or what it's going to be. I think they've talked about that on one of the older dev blogs. I have to reread a lot of that to refresh my mind since it's been a minute since I've read some of those, of course. But yeah, let me stop there before I ramble any further. But not just version 14, but for the rest of the game, as many of you are aware, version 13 spoilers for those who haven't finished yet. So, before I read any of this, and I do plan to review content if you have not finished version 13, I should have said this at the beginning of the episode, so I'm glad I'm able to say this now. Please do not continue any further. This will contain spoilers, so again, if you have not finished and you do care about spoilers, do not continue. Yeah. There are two main endings in the game, the bad ending and the good ending, as it was dubbed. I was asked a long time ago on Tumblr about how far I was willing to go with the bad ending. Well, let's get into that. Now, to talk on that real quick, I do have to talk about the bad ending as well, since I am a big fan of the two choices and the two roads that you can walk, either the bad or the good ending. I really like that Jane is actually taking the time to do that, because I really can't think of a Pokemon game that's really went this far on the top of my head. I really just don't think so. But I think it's super cool that he actually is taking the time to actually do that. I'm a really big fan of that. But to speak on that more, I do want to bring this up as well. I brought it up on one of the Reborn episodes, if I'm not mistaken. Which episode was it? I don't think it was Zeraora. I think the next one, I forgot which one it was. But there was a recent episode that I talked about a lot of channel changes and updates and future Let's Plays and stuff like that. I wish I remembered which episode it was, because I would love it if you guys could check that out if you do care about the Let's Plays and stuff like that. I do a lot of just updates on a lot of, you know, Let's Plays and stuff like that and future changes, and it's a really good video overall if you do care. I might comment in the comment section which episode it is if you want to check that out. And yeah, but before I get off topic, um, I've always said it that I want to do 3 Let's Plays of Pokemon Rejuvenation. Our main one, of course, our Intense Mode playthrough. Now, again, that is on hold until Jane, when the game is finished, decides if he is going to go back to it or not. It is not confirmed or denied that it will or won't come back, but we just have to see what Jane says overall. And for the final Rejuvenation video, I want to do a Let's Play going for the bad ending. Now, for that one, I have it planned out with my sister, because I did introduce the game to her and she is in love with this game as well, that she also wants to go for the bad ending. Now, not only that, she is determined to beat this game on Intense Mode, no items. So, me and her plan to do a co-op Let's Play sometime soon of us doing Intense Mode. Well, I'm going to be redoing it again while she's starting it and experiencing all of that. And we're going to be both going for the bad ending. So, that is going to be our third Let's Play, and that is going to be us going for the bad ending. I cannot confirm when me and her are going to get into that, but sometime soon we do plan to do that, so I thought I would say that here. But I guess with that, let's continue on. I've been planning this part for a long time now. I knew that I wanted there to be 2 main routes, and I knew just how far I wanted to go with each of them. Well, basically, the bad ending is called the Renegade route. It will be the largest divergence in the story. Yes, I'm crazy. After version 14, the 2 paths will not cross each other and will provide unique story experiences for both, essentially from version 13.5 and onward. There will be 2 versions in one, though due to the nature of the beast, version 14 will be more linear. Why am I doing this? Because I want to. And because I'm crazy. I know it's a lot of work, you don't need to remind me. Each version will have equal amount of effort and time put into them, and each route is canon. They also totally play off each other, so you should do both eventually. So that's another thing. I do have so many files of Rejuvenation. I think I have 10 files, 8 or 10, something like that, on this computer. I have to recount it. I know I've played Rejuvenation over 10 times, honestly. I love this game so much. Same with Pokemon Reborn, of course, but yeah, I really need to make some more bad ending route um game files as well. I only have one, honestly, and with of course this let's play, I'm gonna have two. um I like to get a third one, honestly. We'll see though, but I am a big fan of checking out both of them, so yeah. Each version will have equal amount of effort and time put into them, and each route is canon. They also like totally play off each other, so you should. I already read that, sorry. This does not mean they will be the same length and content. I won't bloat one side to catch up to the other in terms of content. The story will be told how it was meant to, and if one slightly is shorter or longer, it is what it is. Of course, I assume the bad ending, sorry. I would assume that's going to be shorter than the good ending. I might be wrong, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll see what happens and what Jane decides overall. When version 13.5 drops and the Renegade route begins, expect a huge turn in the story. I hope you're ready. Oh, but if you're going down the route of Oblivion, that means you're attempting to destroy our game and our world, just know that. So real quick, I'm going to be revealing, sorry, hidden content. If you are not wanting to get spoiled, I will give you 5 seconds to close the video or anything like that. So 5 seconds starts now. Alright, so now I'm going to go on ahead and reveal the hidden content. So there's this here. I assume that's the Dream District, because I believe they are redoing all of the desert and Grand Dream City and all of that. So I'm definitely excited to check that out once version 13.5 arrives. And I'm not sure who that is. That honestly might be Venom, maybe Malia. I can't really tell. But actually, can I enlarge him? Yeah, I can. But it still kind of stays the same size. Gotcha. But we'll go on down here then. I won't make it easy for you. Oh, and because people aren't aware / confused, the Renegade route has no post game. I just want to make that clear. When the game ends, it ends. So that's something that's really interesting, cool, that I love so much. Is not to get super observer hidden the desk there, not to get super spoiler into it. I love how, Clear, Kieran, and Madam X are pretty much all for Oblivion. That they're pretty much saying, hey, when you finish, you're done. That's the entire point. We're sending you off to Oblivion. You're done. We got the goal. There's nothing more. We're done. That's it. Like, there's just nothing left. So I really like that a lot. I assume most likely if you want to replay that again, I assume you could probably go back to like your save files, and just go back to an older save to um re-experience all of that again. I don't think it'll be a thing that it like auto like deletes your save or anything like that. If it is something like that, which I guess is possible, I would say that is a little bit disappointing, but it's honestly understandable at the same time if it's gonna be something like that. And honestly, I don't even know how you would even like do something like that. I'm not smart computer wise, but that could be something he may be kind of like saying, I would assume not that far, that you can definitely just go to an old save, um, through old save files and just um whatchamacallit, just like go up to like an old save and like make that your current save. I don't know how to really like word it, but I think some of you understand where I'm coming from. I'm pretty sure you could do stuff like that, but if not, then I mean, it makes sense for the bad ending, so yeah. But Q&A. Because the Renegade route has no post game, what about legendaries that are planned for the post game? Because of the lack of post game, I am planning on releasing all legendaries before the ending of that route, which means some legendaries and items will become available much earlier than in the good ending route. But as a caveat, there will be a sudden power spike in this route at some point. This route will be tougher slash more unforgiving in general, but never impossible. So that's something that I'm definitely excited about as well, because I assume, taking some guesses, you're gonna have to go against your friends and stuff like that, and I assume that is gonna be a much more tougher road, and I'm very, very excited to get into that. Does the good ending have an official name yet? The Paragon route. Very cool and interesting name. Is there any way to start the Renegade route after the initial threshold? No. You have to meet the requirements before starting the player slash Alita branch. If you are on the good route, now you're there for good, and also vice versa. So I did a video on the bad ending, kind of like explaining how to get it and stuff like that a long time ago, and I really do like that you are automatically like locked in, you are not getting out of it. I mean, I guess sure, if you really wanted to go to an old save you can, but it's like, why? You did all the work to get the bad ending, and I don't know, unless like you really made some interesting choices. I just don't see how you can accidentally stumble into the bad ending. Like, I feel like you have to know like what you're doing in order to get that. There might be rare occurrences, sorry, that you stumble upon it accidentally, but I think for most people, you know what you're doing. So yeah, I do like that once you're locked in and the good ending, there's no way you can fall to the bad ending, and vice versa. I really do like that a lot. Will the update will you update the status bar soon? No. Screw the status bar, dude. I hate it. It's never accurate because things, excuse me, things get added slash removed from development all the time, and it's a pain to maintain, so I'm abandoning it for now. If you want exact standing on where I am at this very moment, here. And again, just real quick, this might be spoiler stuff. Chapter 1, 99%. I gotta say though, um, I know like Jane hears this a lot. He literally brought it up earlier, but like it's insane the amount of work that he and all the other developers put into this game. It's just so insane, and I'm super, super thankful um, to just be able to play this, and what is it? I've tried finding just something to bring up. I've tried finding like a Patreon for them. I don't know if they do one or not. I know I do a Patreon for Zoomy, um, but I don't know if Rejuvenation has one. Same with Reborn. Actually, I think they did. I still need to like do that. Um, because I do want to support them, of course. I played these games so many times, and I'm more than fine to, support a little bit towards them. But I don't know about Rejuve. I'd have to look into that, honestly. But it's just, to me, though, it's just insane overall, like the amount of time that goes into these games. Because I really don't think people, unless like you're like a lot about game development. I mean, I don't, for example, but I can't imagine that this is like easy. This has got to be just rough, tough, and just not easy, and there's got to be a lot of annoyances. But I hope overall that they are having fun making this. I'm sure they are, and if they weren't, I don't see why they would continue. But super thankful for what they have done overall. This game has definitely just personally helped me through a lot of just difficult times, And I mean, like, even now with just work being super busy, it's always nice to just chillax, play some Rejuvenation, or even like Reborn and stuff like that. It's always definitely helped me um, when I was like younger, being like a teenager up until, my adult years now. So I'm super thankful for what they've done for me personally. But enough of me being stupid. Let me stop there. All range from minor to major changes. The earlier ones receive the most minor ones. All need to be 100% for my work to be done. Obviously, I am not giving an update on this again. Bonus screenshots for my non-patron. Oh, well, it just said it there. But I wonder, like, how do you find that? I guess maybe on like his Twitter or something. I don't use Twitter, but I need to look into that honestly. I've been meaning to do that, but I just haven't really thought about it much until now. But here's some photos here. I assume that's Crease here. Malia, Venom, Adam? Question mark? Braxton, of course, the pro tag, us here. Malia, Venom, Neve, if I'm not mistaken, actually. Which actually kind of makes sense because I assume this is in Neverwinter. And if I'm not mistaken, he was a sailor here, so it would make sense that he is around these areas. Yeah, Team Zen ship here. Next post. Oh, sorry, let me scroll up a little bit. I don't want to show comments just in case. Next post is on the 15th of December. I'm giving myself dates so that I don't procrastinate. I think that's how you pronounce that word. So, yeah, but that's going to be it for the dev blog. Overall, super excited. I love this game so much. I love Jane, Zumi, all of them that make this game possible. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And again, I don't really have any complaints. I've never really had much complaints for them overall. I know some people can have like constructive criticism, and unfortunately, some people can kind of like take it too far, especially with some of the past few dev blogs, but I'm not really going to get into all of that. Unfortunately, some people can take it too far, but overall, I trust Jane. I trust the other developers. They know what they're doing. I'm super happy with everything they've done. And again, it's just one of those things that I just want to say this real quick that it's something I've brought it up. I made a rant on the um intense mode no items thing when he brought it up a long time ago that he's going to end it. I made a video on that, and my the big thing that I brought up that this is his game and whatever he says goes. And all I can say is, before some people may get on him about a few things, he's creating this for your enjoyment and hopefully for theirs as well. And just keep in mind that he's the one doing all the work. The developers, they're the ones doing the work. So just kind of keep that in mind overall. This is not an easy game to make, and all I can say is just be thankful that this is even possible. So yeah, I'll leave it at that note there. But getting back on track, overall, we'll see if we continue this. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this. Maybe, maybe not. I think it's a cool idea, but again, we'll just see what happens in the future. And I do apologize for the cropping of this video. I know it's not like full screen. I don't know what it is. I'm not smart with OBS. Whenever I try full screen, it doesn't fully make it like full screen on the thing itself. And yeah, I just don't know really how to fix that or anything like that. So I think it should be fine overall. And I've said it a million times. I'm an old man when it comes to technology and computer stuff. So I'm not really wise at all with that kind of stuff. But let's stop there before I ramble any further. Overall, one more thing. Sorry. If you do enjoy the videos like this, please let me know in a comment section. That lets me know that people do enjoy this, and whenever Rejuvenation makes a brand new dev blog, I am more than happy to pretty much do a first time reaction, reviewing it, and just talking about it and reading it. So yeah. Anyways though, thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Good morning.